Folks, Captain Paul here. Good day. Today is Wednesday's video, so it's Monday. I'm actually filming the video on Monday. Anyway, last week's disaster of a video, but hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm an emotional guy. Don't go to a movie with me because I cry at the big ones, especially the true story ones. Anyway, so I apologize for it. Sorry I did that. And we got to move on and we need to move forward. This week, I really want to talk about, why you can't sell your boat, especially in this market. And I want to talk about like what we're doing on Southern Estate here and the upgrades that we made, and really talk about and break it down to why, a lot of these boats on the market, why they can't sell them, why they've been on the market forever, and things like that. And the big reason is because they're older. And anyway, we'll talk about it in a few minutes on the video. Thank you guys so much for last week for the support. Thank you for everything. I can't do this channel without you. One of my favorite comments from last week was a guy got on there and he said, hey, Paul, I enjoy your videos. I have no intentions of ever buying a boat, but I actually like your message. And I've watched a lot of your videos from even back when I was learning how to invest money. The whole process of me, you can go back and watch videos from me for years now. I used to have off-road cars. I used to do a lot of different things, but it even tells you where I made all my money, like in crypto and stuff. Like if you really watched them closely and understood where the whole, this whole no regrets channel came from and how it started. And, in life, I think, we all live our lives differently. And I really, at a point where, I love the Bob Dylan song, Knocking on Heaven's Door. I did a little video. I can't share it with you because if I do YouTube will take the video down. But anyway, it's, I just put together a collage of all the pictures, from like starting years ago. And I'm like, wow, what a life, and for me, this is just me. This is literally just me. I can literally feel like I am knocking on heaven's door right now. I'm in my final endings, and so everything that I do, everything that I say to you, and everything, it all matters now because it's really getting close, and I can actually feel that. And so, and there is emotion involved with it, and I'm sorry about that, but it really, when I make these trips to Costa Rica, which I'm actually going back in another month, I think. Yeah, it's a little over a month, about 6 weeks. I'm going to take Pete back there, and I'm actually going to look for a house over there. So it's just one of the things that I want to do while I'm there this next time, just to see. I want to see what's on the market, how I can live over there, off of the money that I made off Bitcoin. And the halving's coming up, and I'm going to make a little more money. Especially you guys that follow the video, you guys know that I made a lot of my money on a particular crypto. Ethereum is where I made most of my money, and I don't have anything in it right now because I sold it all for when me and Bev got divorced, and it is what it is. But I'm also getting back into it. I'm also investing in it, and I'm watching the market very closely right now. I do have, I don't know what a lot of money is to some people, but I do have some money into it right now, and I'm slowly building that position again. Anyway, as we knock on heaven's door, I can't stress the urgency, especially when I talk to some of you guys, especially, when you start to get to that 50, 60, 70 mark. I mean, do you hang up your towel? Do you keep going, with your career and everything like that? Where does it stop? When does we can earn and you can make money till the day you die, but if you don't actually live, you can earn to live or live to earn. It's that simple. And the guys that earned and then go live, there's something to be said about that. But there's also guys that have to, because I think we have to grow as humans every day. Like I've got to be doing something. I get up, the first thing I do in the morning is I listen to the scripture. Then the next thing I do is I go to the gym, and this usually starts at about 6 a.m. in the morning. I usually get home around midnight, 11 o'clock to midnight. But I get up in the morning, I start my day, I listen to about a half an hour of scripture, then I go to the gym. And this year has been, for me, it's been a building year as far as, hey, I'm going to, really work on my health because for you guys that follow the channel, I haven't drank any alcohol this entire year. It was like January 1st. We loaded Southern Estate down with literally thousands of dollars worth of alcohol to go to the Bahamas, and I didn't touch one drop of it. It's on the boat now. I'm giving it away as Christmas presents this year for the people at work. So you can see right here, I'll show you. that Grey Goose has been sitting here since the beginning of the year, and I don't know what we were thinking. I just had that aha moment. I don't drink anymore, so I don't drink alcohol anymore, and that's what I did this year. Is really been about alcohol and getting it out of my system, and then going to the gym. Next year, I'm really going to work on diet because you can have all the money in the world, but without your health, wealth is no good. So, and they have to work hand in hand. And that's where I'm at. I don't mind being on this earth, but I do want to be healthy while I'm on the earth. So I'm just trying to make healthier choices. Anyway, so on this 40-year-old trawler and in this brutal, brutal market that we're in, it's, when we bought Southern Estate, we knew that she had old air conditioners and she had split AC units. And I knew that they're power hungry. I know that they're old. I know that I can't get the Freon for them anymore. And I really was at a point where I said, I don't want to put any money into those systems. So as they go out, I'm just going to put brand new AC units in. And I went with suitcase units. And the difference is when you have the split units, all your stuff is down below deck, and then it raises up to the condensers up on top here. And that brings the Freon up to the condenser, and then a fan blows across there and then blows the cold air into the room. On a suitcase, the compressor, the condenser, everything is just one unit. The bad thing about those is you've got to bring the water up to those units, and a lot of people don't want their water bringing up into the cabin, so you just got to think about that. I do it. They're fairly inexpensive. They're, like $2,100 units. I knew when I bought Southern Estate that I was going to have to replace both of these units, and I want you to know this because when you're buying one of these 40-year-old trawlers, I think this week Jeffrey looked at an 88 DeFever, and I was telling him, when was the air conditioners replaced in it, because that's something, if you're going to live aboard it, there's a difference between a weekend warrior and living aboard. If you're living aboard, you're using that system every single day. And so even a system that had been working perfectly fine and made it through the survey perfectly fine, it's not going to be perfectly fine a year or 6 months down the road because now you're using all those seals and everything. And it's just, it's old. It really is old. And you'll be constantly fighting that battle of putting Freon or doing this or having somebody work on it. So I came to the conclusion I'm going to replace mine. And in today's video, we're going to talk about that because my front unit in the boat ran for exactly about 1 year, and then it was done. And I always had a little bit of a problem in it. It would, sometimes it would shut off, and you'd have to go reset the breaker, and that would just get more and more constant, and more, until one day we just couldn't turn it on at all, and we had to shut that system down. So then I had to go in, rip out all of them. You saw that in last year's video when before we left for the Bahamas, we put that new unit in the front of the boat. One great thing about these new units, and this is what I love about them, the old units are so freaking power hungry, can't run them off the inverter. I need 100 amps of power coming into this boat to run everything on the boat. That's the air conditioners, stove, oven, all of the electrical stuff. Once I put these new air conditioners in, I can run the entire boat on less than 50 amps. So the efficiency of them are so much better. And I can run one of these single ACs, not both of them, but I can run one of these suitcase ACs off of my inverter if I wanted to. I could run it off my 2,000 watt Honda generator. Now again, just one, so it's either the front air conditioner or it'll be when I add the new one, it'll be the new salon air that we're going to add here in the salon. But I can run that off the inverter, I can run it off the 2,000 watt Honda generator, or I can run it off the big generator. And so typically when we take the boat out now, we pretty much run our generator the entire time the boat goes out because we want to use the systems. A lot of people don't use their generators, and their generators are a mess when they go to use the boat, and it's because they never use them really. So when we start when I start both of my engines in Southern State, and we just go for, let's just say, a half a day ride, I always have my big main generator running. But when we were out in the Bahamas, when we were out here on the hook for the first 3 months of this year, we relied a lot on our Honda generator. We relied a lot on our solar system. We relied a lot on our inverter. And it was so nice once we made the transition to that new air conditioner to be able to run that on a, you know, limited amount of power instead of having to run that big generator all the time. Because the big generator, it's a little bit noisy too. For us. Now, it's not super noisy, but you can hear it, and that, you know, that little bit of clicking and rattling, where we can just turn on the Honda generator up on the top there, burns very little fuel, and run that front air conditioners to sleep in. Was super, super cool. So a big reason that, you know, when you're looking at these boats, you know, and you have more than, let's say, 5-year-old ACs in the boat, you know, this is my opinion only, but those ACs are done. And so it's just another, you know, it's typically about $10,000 a unit to pay labor to replace those AC units. That's the AC unit and the labor to replace them, and it's per unit. So if you're buying this is a 50-foot trawler here. This one actually has 3 units on it. When we bought it, it had 3 units on it. 2 of them worked. And one was for the front, it did the front of the boat, and one was for the back, for this cabin right here, and then it has one for the flybridge up on top. That unit was never used, and it was never turned on, basically. But it does have all 3 units. But that's the project for this week. Me and Pete are gonna take the time to start condensers, and we got 2 more compressors on this boat, and 2 condenser units on the boat, and we're going to start replacing those and get ready for the new air conditioner that we're going to put in here. Because I can't sell Southern Estate, and I can't live on it this summer without putting this new air conditioner in. It's just not going to make it. And we don't have any air conditioner in like the midship right here into the kitchen area. So it's something I want to add with this new air conditioning unit. I want to be able to not just cool the main salon right here, but I also want to be able to get a little more air down into the kitchen area, because that's one of our warm spots in the boat. It always has been since we've owned it. So I want to I've got to figure out how to vent that going into the kitchen right there, and we will do that. We'll figure it out. And so it's whether it's a complete remodel of the boat, or do we keep the boat the same? I want to hear in your guys' comment. What do you guys think we should do? Should we do a complete remodel, put this air conditioner where we want it, or do we just kind of leave it the same way it is, because we can modify some of these existing cabinets and then make this new air conditioner work? And so that's something, that is a project, that's our next big project on Southern Estate. And you'll see I'll do some Patreon videos showing you guys us removing these the old units and then throwing them in the trash, because, you know, I don't even try and sell them or anything like that. Anyway, so in this brutal market, when you're looking, especially you guys that are going to, you know, into that liveaboard status, if your air conditioners are old, I've done the video about, you know, the 3 most important, the mattress video, you know, and you got to have air conditionings. It's a very important thing, especially when you want to live out here in the Keys. Here it is, where are we at? And we're in December right now, and we still run our air conditioner every day. We haven't even never turned heat on yet. Now, in next month or so, that's going to happen, and we will need some heat. But right now, that doesn't happen. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My name is Captain Paul. You need any help with anything out there in the boating community, I'm going to change how I refer to myself. I'm not just, you know, a consultant or a broker and your helper. I'm a boating coach. It's my job. I did a shitty job if you don't get on your boat and get to living your life. So I'm a boating coach. You can look at me, hey coach, throw me in, throw me a ball. and for me, it's trying to get you guys like the Larrys and Mikes and Steves and Jeffries. You know, you guys need to get on the boat, or the boat's going to pass by you and you're never going to get on the boat. Anyway, peace out. Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate the love and support, and we'll see you guys later. Thanks. Bye.